Emily Miller, 44.
Jillian Green, 18.
Grace Jennings, 6.
I'm Bridget Enstrom, number 17.
Coach, congratulations on the championship. Second day in a row, you shut down a very potent offense. You held a team, you shut out a team that hadn't been shut out all year. What can you say about the defensive work of your team today?
Yeah, well, I can't say enough about it in a few minutes. But what I described to you yesterday, our plan every game is to go into it with the best possible plan in place to neutralize their goal-scoring abilities. We had to fall away a little bit in our press so that their aerial game, they're throwing the ball a lot out of their own back end to make sure that their forwards didn't have a lot of speed to run into, or a lot of space to run into with their speed. So our plan worked, just barely, but with a great defensive corner unit and a terrific goalie. We were able to still defend in the penalty corner situation. I thought we neutralized their forwards, and we were able to score off a breakdown of Bowden's, which is uncharacteristic of them, and that was really fun to do.
Thank you.
Grace, what happened on that goal?
As I was in the right place at the right time. Pam Schulman threw a ball across, it hit a couple sticks. And Coach Joy says that being in the right place at the right time is always necessary, and I happened to be there. And
Well, it looked like it hit their stick, it bounced over, and it just was there teed up for you.
yeah, I just hit it where I thought it should go in the net, and it walked.
And that was low left, right? Is that where it
Yeah.
went? And so, really, a goalkeeper doesn't stand much of a chance in that situation, right?
Well, I do my best.
Did you think one goal to hold up?
Well, I thought it could.
Yeah.
We've shut out. That's our 8th shutout of the season.
Yeah.
And we have had, we had 3 out of our 4 NCAA tournament games were shutouts. So yeah, I did think that we could win it, but I didn't want to rely on that.
Right.
We were really trying to score. I thought Bowden defended us in the penalty corner as well as they ever have, because I thought we ran some good stuff and we still didn't score. In the second half, we got to a slew of 4 or 5 corners, and we ran some good stuff. Tried to misdirect them a little bit, and I thought the goalie came up with a couple of nice saves there also.
Yeah, well, they're late in the game. It looks like your best defense was a good offense by just keeping it away.
Yes.
But talk about your ball control.
I think
you had to.
your offense is always your best defense. If you have the ball, you can't score. So.
Jillian, you made a great defensive save late in the game. What were your thoughts on that, and what was going through your mind when you just got in the right spot, right time?
Just knowing that I have to have my stick out, score to the ball, and knowing that anything that goes past Emily, that I'm there to support her and save her, just as she does for us.
How close were a couple of those? There was looked like just a big pile down there from where I was.
Yeah, that happened at one point. I'm not really sure where the ball was because someone was sitting on me, so I couldn't get up. Yeah, there were some close calls, but our defense has been just so solid and excellent this year. Like Jill said, if something goes wrong, they back me up. If something goes wrong with them, I try to back them up. It's been a really great year.
Bridget, congratulations on being named Tournament Most Outstanding Player. Kind of going off this, how does it feel to end your career with this national title and get the revenge against Bowden, avenging the 2 earlier losses this year?
I'm extremely honored. Anyone on our team is well deserving of that accolade. Every person from first year to senior is so inspiring and really works hard, and anyone could get the job done if they really had to step up. So I'm very proud of everyone. And it being against Bowden's very rewarding, but I thought it had to happen because I've grown up playing against a lot of these players throughout high school. It's about an 8-year era of playing against Rachel Kennedy, through prep school, Kimmy Gunong, and it's always us and Bowden for the past 3 years, ever.
A lot longer than that, but yeah.
So I thought that if it was going to be anyone, it was going to be one of us too, and I think that both teams are very strong, and both of us, in the end, could have come out with it, and I'm happy it was us.
Do you think you ever had an advantage that you knew them so well, they knew you so well?
Yeah, you know, you guys asked a couple questions yesterday. I did think we were at a little bit of an advantage because I think we match up really, really well with them. We moved Bridget into a center midfield position after we played them the first time. The second time we played them, Bridget was maybe 2 weeks into that position, and certainly turned the tables today because I think Bowdoin had to spend a lot of energy trying to neutralize our middle, which they hadn't had to do before. And I really thought we were in the driver's seat coming into the game throughout 75-80% of the field. And I think Bowdoin is the toughest team we have to guard once they get inside their 25-yard offensive zone. They're just really good down there. They're used to scoring. They're really quick decision makers. It's stick to stick to stick. So I thought if we could play most of the game outside that zone, we'd have a really good chance to win. And I did think that what you said before, that controlling the game in the midfield makes them uncomfortable. Once we got the ball up above the 30-yard line, I thought we really dictated to them. And that's it. And ultimately, that's, other than the circle defense, is what won the game.
Well, the first 10 minutes they dominated possession, but you withstood it. And then when possession started to even up, did you feel like you had an advantage there?
Well, I think that's
Make
interesting.
Adjustment?
Yeah, I think that can be a little bit misleading because for anyone who's played field hockey before, once you have the ball on your right side, which is where they had it early on in the game, must be one of the most difficult sports to play on your backhand. So I wouldn't say because they had possession in the opening minutes of the game that they were really controlling the game. They were controlling field position, but they weren't getting many good entries.
Right.
We made a couple of adjustments. A couple of our backs were allowing the face cut. So you saw Kimi Ganong, number 22, was coming across Caroline Knapp. And then, when the ball was on the left side, and then when Caroline finally really was dominating that lane, it forced Ganong to go back, and then those balls started to go out of bounds on the far side. So even though they had possession in there early, it's because they got the ball and they built it up. But I didn't think that they, at any one time, really took the momentum away from Middlebury. I thought it was shared a lot. A couple of times they took it, and I called a timeout because we were sort of feeding it to them off the 16-yard hit. But I thought for the most part we were able to get it back when we really, really set our minds to it.
Anything else? All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good
job,
Thank
guys.
you.